What is up, everyone? It's Ricky57 to return a chance. Today's Friday, August 8th, 2025. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. We're gonna be starting off today's market watch by looking at Justice Hunter. Let's see how the prices have settled down to, came up for this set. We took a look at it back I think it was last Friday or Thursday when pre-sale were still going on. Basically it's been a week since we took a look at it last, so now let's see what is going on. I do have a good amount of cards to go through today, so I'm gonna try my best to speed through them. That way I'm not talking too much. This video won't be too long and you could just get the information on what cards you might want to be paying attention to. So it looks like the Azuna Starlight Rare is at 130. This was pre-selling for like $200, so it came down. Looks like the Azuna Collector Rare, this one was around $100, down to 60. Starlight Yummy Snatchy, I forgot what this was at, but now it's 57. Draco Tail Femena, $63. We have Starlight Cups Yummy, $55. $52 for Cooks Yummy. Rahu Draco Tail Collector Rare. It looks like this is the most expensive collector rare in the set. Actually, no, we have Ripper coming in too at 18 listings at 47. I actually was able to pick one of these up from a seller on Instagram. Shout out YGO Paladin. He hooked me up with one of these. I was able to, I'm not going to say what price I got it at, but right now it looks like it has been going up in price up to $55. It's just going to look nice with my other higher rarity cards in the deck. We have Lilipo Yummy Starlight Rare at $47. We have Draco Tail Lucius, $42. We have Canine Zuna being the most expensive ultra rare in the set. Looks like we have it sitting at market price $40. This was pre-selling I think around 55 to 60. At least that's what I paid for it. I did lose out on that. I didn't think I was gonna get a collector rare or a Starlight Rare at the time when they were pre-selling these. They didn't announce that Azuna was gonna have a collector rare or a Starlight Rare. So I wasn't able to get any of the. Actually, I think the Starlight Rare was announced, but not the collector rare. I forgot, but I did only pick up the ultra rares. I might be picking up the collector rares to match my collector rare Ripper and my collector rare Lupus. We have Draco Tail Malulu at $38. Case for Canine Starlight Rare, and looks like it's at $33. I believe this is a searcher for Canine. Might be worth picking up if you're playing the Canine build. Draco Tail Rahalian, $33. Starlight Rare. Cups Yummy Collector Rare, $30. Draco Tail Femena, $25. Canine Lupus, looks like the Starlight Rare is at $23. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drums, which we'll come back to later on, $20. Cookie Yummy Collector Rare, $21. Looks like we have Yummy Snatchy at $20. Draco Tail Lucius, $17. Draco Tail Arthelion, $18. Lilipo Yummy Collector Rare, $15. King of the Swamp Collector Rare, $13. Draco Tail Banana, looks like it has a market price of $11. Lupus, I actually overpaid for as well. This card was pre-selling for $25, and it looks like right now it has a market price of $10. Lowest listing $7, so I did miss the mark on that one. Regular Ultra Rare Lupus looks like it's like $1, $2. Cooks Yummy $4. Lilipo Yummy $5, but it could go up later on in price. I think this also had the Starlight Rare, which we did take a look at too, which was like $20-ish. Could have just got the Starlight Rare, but I think the Starlight Rare was like selling for pre-selling for $100. But anyway, I like Collector Rare more. And Collector is my favorite rarity. I just like the outside, the border of the card, how it looks. That's why it's my favorite rarity. Cups Yummy looks like it's coming in at around $9.33 for market price. Yummy Snatchy $9. Draco Tail Lucius at $8.43 market price. Draco Tail Malulu $6. Collector Rare Paradise Smasher looks like it's at $6. How do you guys feel about this one? Do you guys think it's a good pickup? I was considering it just because I see that a lot of people who play the K9 package are able to go into it. If you're able to get 3 bodies, you up your chances to floodgate your opponent. Draco Tail Arthelion $5.46. Draco Tail Gulamo $4. Yummy Amusement Super Rare looks like it's $1, and then everything after that we have sitting under $1. How do you guys feel about this set so far? It did drop down in price pretty heavily. There's only a couple cards that kind of saw a price spike, but other than that, like everything came down. What deck are you going to be playing? I know once we go into the new, we're technically going into a new format, but after we get to the end of August and the championship event happens, Konami said they're gonna release the ban list, so that's gonna we're gonna see how the ban list affects the meta. I'm pretty sure we're maybe gonna have Mitsurugi, Raizio, Malice, things like that getting hit, and so these new decks, Draco Tail, Yummy, and K9 are gonna be probably picked up more later on when people see that the other decks got hit. So for now, this set is gonna probably stay low until the end of August, and then once the ban list comes and takes effect, whatever gets hit on there, we're gonna see some changes to this set. But what are you guys most excited for? For me, it's K9. I'm playing K9 Memento. I'm playing a small K9 package, and it's been working lately. I've been playing on Edo, and I've been having really fun with it. I'm ready for this next format. What are you guys playing? Moving on to the next card, we're gonna be taking a look at Dominus Purge. So the Dominus Purge does have a reprint coming in the 10s. But despite that, Yummy is one of the decks that is able to play it, so that's why it's still kind of up in price. We only have 11 listings for this, and we have one listing at $42. And then actually no, the seller is offline, I guess. So our first listing starts at $64.79, and then we go up to $75, $77, $83. I would sell these off if I was you guys. I would take advantage of this hype right now and sell them off before it comes down when the reprint comes in. We're getting the reprint in September, so if you're not needing Dominus Purge, I would get rid of them. My brother has some of these. I'm gonna sell them off for him. I think he bought them at $10 back when I talked about this card. When Infinite Forbidden came out, he picked them up for $10, and he's actually really plussing right now, because if I sell it for at least $60 right now, he's making $40 to $50 profit for each Dominus Purge. So I would get rid of this card because it's going to drop down once the reprint comes in. Taking a look at Songs of Denominators, I've seen a lot of players not played Songs of Denominators in Yummy, or only play one. Looks like we have 48 listings on this card. Looks like it did start to drop down a bit. We have this at $31.50, $31.84, $30.85, $31.92. It was hitting a high of $35. 48 listings right now. How do you guys feel about Songs of Denominators? But yeah, that's what I've been hearing, that some players are just cutting off Dominators and only playing with the Purge. Taking a look at Dominus Impulse, it is getting a reprint too. This one is actually falling down in price instead of staying at the $60-$70 price point it was at. $34.95, $35.05, $36.43, $36.95, under $40. It's going to continue to drop. Get rid of it before September comes, and we have to before September comes, and then those drop even more. Mocharmy Perulia, we're still waiting to see if the Mocharmies are going to be reprinted in the 10s this year. Mocharmy Perulia, Mocharmy Fawalas was actually in one of the ready collections we had, but Mocharmy Perulia wasn't. And this is one of the other better Mocharmies that you can main deck. We have Perulias for Maze of Master, 18 listings. Looks like these are sitting around $76, heading up to $80. That is crazy. Secret Rares looks like they're at $72, above market price. We have Collector Rares at $103, and then Core Century Secrets at $260. Hopefully we do get this reprinted in the 10s. That way more people have access to a Perulia. But if we don't get a reprint announcement, I could see this going up to maybe hitting $100. That would be crazy. We'll see what happens. Secretariat Dragon from Duelist Advance is going up a little bit in price. We had it sitting around $3-4, but we have it hitting $7, $7.39, $7.43, $7.77 at the bottom of the first page. This is one of the cards that Draco Tail could go into, and it's also a good super poly target to play against Draco Tail as well. Secretary on Dragon, one Dragon. I think it negates, right? While you control this fusion summon card, your opponent cannot activate the effect special summon Dragon or spellcaster monsters they control. Okay, so yeah, it shuts down Draco Tail because it shuts down the Dragon monsters. Do Draco Tails have a spellcaster in their deck? I'm not too familiar with the build. We had our friend Kevin recently pick it up, so we're gonna be practicing against it in the next couple weeks. We have regionals coming in September, on September 13th. So we're about like a month away, I want to say. From that, we have 1 month to prepare and hopefully get our invite then. All copies of Sky Striker, Mobilize, and Gauge have started to go up in price. We have 23 listings for the Ultra Rare from 2019 10s. We have Magnificent Mavens at 46 listings, but looks like these have a market price 7. The Ultra Rares from 10s have a market price of 4. Secret Rares from Dark Survivors are at 9 market price. Secret Rares from Battles of Legend are 11. And then these Secret Rares from Battles of Legend, Monsters Revenge, Alternative Artwork, Sky Striker, Mobilizing Gauge are only at 15 listings. These used to be sitting around like $10-ish, but now going up to $13, $16, and $20. Yeah, Yummy uses the Sky Striker, Mobilizing Gauge to get you the Hornet drones, and then Hornet drones get you Kagari. Kagari gets you the Hornet drones back, and then you play that again, gets you another token, and you're able to get the Yummy combo started with Sky Striker, Mobilizing Gauge. How are you guys feeling about Engage? Do you guys think that Engage is gonna continue to go up in price, or is it gonna come back down? Is it just Yummy hype at the moment? Let me know down in the comments below. Charming Meows is getting a reprint too. I forgot. I think it's in a structured deck or something like that. We have 116 listings for it. I'm personally going to be picking up my probably 2 copies of this for the side deck. It's at 25, 27. This is the lowest I've seen this card at. And I think if it gets reprinted in the structured deck, it's probably going to be like a super rare or an ultra rare. I doubt they'll reprint this as a secret rare in the structure deck. So it could drop down in value. This is from Supreme Darkness. Let's take a look at Supreme Darkness. So we have Bao in Supreme Darkness. We have... What else do we have? We have Mitsurugi, Murakamo. And when did Supreme Darkness come out? I think this was one of the early sets that came out in January. Was it January? I want to say it was January. 1 year. Actually, no, it came out July. No, 1 month. That's 1 year. Yeah, it looks like it came out October. No, it came out. Let's see, July. We're in July right now. August. It came out in October. Okay, so this is probably gonna be in the 10s. Okay, never mind about Charming Meows. There's a possibility that Meows is gonna be in the 10s. So I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm not gonna buy Meows anymore now that I know that Supreme Darkness came out back in October and could possibly be in the 10s for Supreme Darkness is gonna be in the 10s, but Meows is confirmed for a reprint in the structure deck. So it could miss the 10s, but Konami could cash in and throw it in the 10s. There's this possibility just because it's from Supreme Darkness. Okay, so I'm gonna wait, and hopefully it is in the 10s, and if not, I'll just pick it up later on. Fiendsmith's Tract looks like it is coming down in price. This was also announced for a reprint. 75 listings. This one was sitting around like $40, $30, and right now we have it sitting at 19, 2021, 2029, and then 2090 at the bottom of the first page. It's going to continue to drop down in price, so I would sell off while you still can. Same with Requiem. This one was also announced for a reprint. We had this sitting at, let's see, 32, dropped down to 16. Right now we have it $14.94, $16.46, $15.50, and then $15.18 at the bottom of the first page. And it's just going to continue to drop, so I will sell these off. Primate Dragon Ether Barrel has 2 printings. I feel like the Primate package is kind of slept on right now. It's still good in Blue Eyes, and I feel like it has a lot of potential in the future. If we get like Dark Magician support, I'm pretty sure it's gonna run, um, the Primite package. Any deck that could run like a normal monster, is able to utilize the Primite package, and so I see the Primite package staying and doing something in the future. These are pretty cheap in my opinion. I saw Metal Bro Jake on Instagram post how Primite Dragon Ether Barrel was like around $6 right now, and that's what it looks like it is at. And I think, and I agree with him, that it is pretty cheap. This used to be a card that was sitting around like $20 to $30 before its reprint, and it has potential to grow in the future. So I would pick up my copy of the Primite Dragon Ether Barrel right now before it goes up in price later on. It is from Supreme Darkness though, but I doubt they'll throw this in as a reprint, just because it already got a reprint in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. But Konami could throw it in, maybe like, is that Ultra or something? But it does have a reprint from Monster Mayhem, so we'll see. I'll still pick mine up. Having a playset of this isn't too bad. Cashier of Fenrir looks like it dropped down in price. 79 listings on the market. This is basically like a $10-11 card. It is a good tech to run against, I think, Yummy. People were saying that it's kind of like a Dino Russell or Pancratops, because it's able to bring itself out. It's a big body. It could run over stuff, and it also has an effect to remove cards from the field, so it's a form of interruption. How do you guys feel about Cashier of Fenrir? This card only has one other printing, which is an ultra rare, original ultra rare from Darkwing Blast. Looks like the ultra rare is at $10 as well. And if this card doesn't get reprinted in the tens, I could see Fenrir go up, just because it's one of those techs that could be used in the format. Thrust has been starting to go up for all its copies. Thrust is able to search out Dark Ruler No More. It's able to get you Triple Tactics talent, but I think players are more likely using this to search out Dark Ruler No More, since Dark Ruler No More is one of the better cards to run to play against like Yummy, Vanquish Soul, and the current meta decks. Core Century Secret Rares looks like they're around $48.90. OT's around $30. Prismatic Collector Rares around $17. Platinum Secret Rares around $20. Looks like they're above market price, so they did go up. Regular Secret Rares have a market price $16. Prismatic Secret Rares $15. Prismatic Ultimate Rare $17. Only 17 listings on that. We have Secret Rares from the Core Century Bonanza set, $15.81. Ultra Rares $15.03. Super Rares $14.81. And then some more Ultra Rares right here for $14.52. So every copy of Thrust is above $10 right now. That is crazy. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones, I think is a good pickup. This is the highest rarity Hornet Drones that is available. The other ones are super and I think a common. The reason I think this is a good pickup, it's at 51 listings, is because Yummy is using it at the moment. Once we see the change in the meta and the ban list come in, I think we're gonna see more, young players lean towards Yummy, Dracotail, or Canine, and I think this one is gonna be one of those cards that they're gonna be picking up just because it's a one of, and it's able to get your play started. I could see this going up to maybe like $35 to $40, so I'm gonna be picking one up, and we'll see what happens with it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes, and I don't know the future of cards. This is just my opinion. And yeah, you guys don't have to listen to me, but if you want to, sometimes you can win, sometimes you can lose. I don't lose very often, but yeah, don't let that affect your judgment. Dark Ruler No More Core Century Secret Rare looks like it is at 19 listings. $37, $42.49, $42, $44, $44.98. So it's between $40 and $45. Still holding up there. Are you guys playing Dark Ruler no more this format? Are you guys looking for other cards? Looking for other. Sorry, I heard a car alarm. Are you guys looking for other cards to play this format? Other board breakers? Take a look at my camera just to make sure there's nothing going on because I heard a car alarm. Deception of Sinful Spoils. This is a card that got announced for a reprint. 136 listings. We have this sitting at 848, 849, 885, basically under $10. This used to be a card that was sitting around like $14, $15, but now dropped down in price. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. I was considering picking up. It looks like it took a dip down. It was hitting a high of like 50-ish. Let's take a look at the year graph. So it was sitting around 27, 820, then went up to 50, and right now has come down to 36, $40, $41.20, and then $41.25. The reason I was considering picking up Ghost Bell is because I saw that Yummy special summons a lot from the graveyard. And this does stop monsters from being special summoned from the graveyard, so it could help with that. It could also help with cards getting bystealed, so you could prevent that. It could prevent Call by the Grave from going through. It could be used offensively and defensively. So that's why I was considering picking up Ghostwell, because it's just one of those hand traps that's very versatile. And I'm pretty sure people are going to realize that and pick those up later. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Ghost Bell. I was looking at the Core Sentry because technically that's the highest rarity. Well, I know it has a Starlight, right? It has a Starlight. Ghost Bell does have a Starlight. Looks like the Starlight's at 95 market price, and then the Core Sentry comes after that. I might actually just pick up Collector Rares. They do have Collector Rares, so I might just pick up Collector Rares since it's my favorite rarity. Evenly Match, another board breaker card. It's a classic. Haven't seen it being played in a while, but it could come up. The only thing about Evenly Match is that you have to try to find a way around like Herald and the player dodging stuff before you say battle phase or end battle phase. 26 listings for Evenly Match. We have 3227, 3849, 3850, 3957, 4095, 4197. How do you guys feel about Evenly Match? And is it one of those cards you would consider playing to go against the meta of this format? Shining Sarcophagus did get announced for a reprint. It was sitting around like 32. Looks like now we have copies under $20, 1640, 1660, 1665. So I would sell this off before the reprint comes in. You have until I think late August, early September to do that. Fiendsmith Engraver, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets reprinted as a Starlight in the 10s. So let's see, 16 listings. We have this at 97.98. Not too much movement. Last time I took a look at these, they were around like 100. So not too much movement for Fiendsmith Engraver, but it could possibly get reprinted as a Starlight. M to the Glory of Horus. These used to be sitting around like $27-ish. Now we have 85 listings on the market, and we have these sitting under 20 from the ones that came in the 25th anniversary 10s. I wonder why they came down in price. If anyone has any information, let me know. Maybe they are also getting reprinted in the 10s. No, actually, they can't reprint this in the 10s. These are already part of the 25th Dueling Mirror 10s. But yeah, it came down in price, which just surprised me. Shadow Beast. So it looks like Shadow Beast is getting bought out for, let's see, the super rare. Only 9 listings. We have the ultra rare, 18 listings. We actually took a look at this on our last market watch and noticed that it was going down. Now it's even lower and higher. Let's take a look at the ultra rare. Since technically the ultra is the higher rarity. 678 now, 725. Remember when I picked these up for $1? I sold them for $3, but I picked them up for $1, or I think it was even lower than that. 796. So these are now $6 to $8. If you guys have some Shadow Beasts from Battles of Legend, Heroes Revenge, go check your bulk because they are worth something now. The rares, I know I have one of these too, are 14 listings, so these are getting bought too. These are starting to go up to like $2. And then we have these commons from the Structured Deck Showdowns. There are 18 listings. these are starting to get bought too and starting to reach a $2 price point. The ones we have a good amount of are the ones from the Duelist Alliance rares. These are at 47 listings, so this is the one with the most listings. But I think these are starting to go up to like $1 to $2. So if you guys have some Shadow B somewhere in bulk, go look for them, because there is some hype on them right now. Trapaholic, I think, is one of those trap cards that is slept on at the moment. It says target one spell trap you control, destroy it, and if you do, set one normal trap from your deck, except Trapaholic. It could be activated this turn while you have 3 or more traps in your graveyard. We haven't seen Labyrinth come into the format, but that could change up later on. And this is one of those cards that I think it's a penny stock. It's at $1.50, $1.60, $1.80. So you can't go wrong with risking like $5. This could maybe turn into like $10 later on. It could double in price to like $4 to $5 per copy. I just think it's a good pickup for the future. It's still early to get these. This is like, I think it was selling at $2, $3, and then came down to $2 again, under $2. So yeah, it's a good pickup, and it could possibly go up. My tech for the format is going to be Book of Eclipse. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but I've been testing Book of Eclipse against Yummy, and if they can't synchro summon, I know that it doesn't affect the link, but with the link, you could only synchro summon using face-up monsters you control, and so if you have no face-up monsters, you can't really do anything with your Yummies. And even if you chain one of your Yummies to bounce back and special summon from the graveyard, it's still gonna get Book of Eclipse. So I think this is a good tech. Was sitting around like 14. Looks like it's starting to go up now. We have 32 listings on the market, and now we have it at 18, 1975, 1492, and then 1991. How do you guys feel about Book of Eclipse for the format? I know with K9 Vanquish, so it could also be useful. It doesn't do anything to Rock the Vanquisher. Rock the Vanquisher could still special summon from the hand, and then that'll get you somewhere, but it will shut down kind of like their field. Vanquish Souls need to be able to tag out to do their some of their effects, but if they have their board face down, they're not going to be able to tag out. And against Draco Tail, I wouldn't play it against Draco Tail just because Draco Tail fusion summons, and you could still fusion summon with face down monsters. But against like Rizio, it works too. Not really against Malice, but this is the tech I've been running for the format. Link Spider, looks like we have 74 listings. These used to be sitting around like I think I remember $2, like $1 or $2, and now are at $4, $4.40, $4.64, $4.86, almost reaching the $5 price point. I think Yummy uses one copy of Link Spider in the extra deck. I don't really remember why. I haven't really seen this be used in like combos, but they do use it. Is it to like out the Nibiru token or something? Blaster, the Negation Fortress, looks like it started to go up in price. We had this card sitting at $290, but it is from Infinite Forbidden, so it could get reprinted in the 10s. 48 listings. We have this at $5, $5.22, $5.25, $5.50, $5.54. So like a $5 card. It's level 5, so I think it's because of K9. Maybe it could be used in like Crystron builds just because it's a light machine as well. No, it doesn't matter if it's a machine as well. It could be used in Cyber Dragon since it is a light machine. How do you guys feel about the Blaster Negation Fortress? I mean, I would sell if you're not using it just because it's from Infinite Forbidden and you could possibly get it cheaper later on. But I think it's going up because of Cyber Dragon, Crystron, or K9 stuff. Shadow Fusion looks like it is now at 6 listings, and I think we have reached a new high price point for this card. This used to be sitting around like $12, but it is now at $37.99, $38.98, and we have $40 listings and a $70 listing here. Let's see how the other versions of Shadow Fusion are doing. Just because this one's so expensive. So it looks like we have secret rares at 31 listings. Looks like these are at like $3-4. Platinum secret rares around $1 to $2. Super rares like $2. It's above market price. Looks like we have super rares from the structure deck also above market price at $1.50. Actually might have a lot of these because I did open up Shadow structure decks. And yeah, it looks like each copy of Shadow Fusion is above $1. Iron Thunder looks like it was going up in price, but now we have it coming down because it is getting reprinted. We did get announced that this is going to get reprinted in the 10s. We have 70 listings. We have it now at $9, and it used to be sitting at 20 something dollars. So if you guys still have this, I would sell it off just because it's probably going to come down to like $3 or something once we do get those 10s. Like I said with Primite Ether Barrel, I feel like we're getting Dark Magician support in the future, and so this Primite engine is just gonna go up later on in price. It is from Rage of the Abyss, but it already got a reprint in Monster Mayhem, so I don't think it's gonna be in the 10s. So I think this Secret Rare Primite Drill Beam is a good pickup for the future. I could see it doubling to maybe like $2-3 in the future. I'm just waiting for Dark Magician support to get announced so we could mix Primite and Dark Magician together. Stellar Knight Denab, the Core Sentry Secret, looks like it has been going up in price. It used to be sitting around like $2, and right now we have it at $14.40, $15.40, $15.99, $23.50. So it is going up. If this card is summoned, you can add one Stellar Knight monster from your deck to your hand, except Stellar Knight Denab. Deneb. Does it have other printings? Yeah, it should have other printings. We have the Ultra Rares from the 2015 Mega 10 sitting at $3. We have Duelist Alliance Ultra Rares at $2. And then we have this Platinum Secret under $1. But yeah, it looks like these are worth something. Did we get Stellar Knight support announced? I think I missed it, but I think I might have heard something about Stellar Knights or Stellar Knights getting some support in the future. Comment down below if you guys heard anything about Stellar Knights. Nadir Servant is one of the cards that I was surprised that didn't go up in price when we got announced Dogmatic support, because it basically searches you Dogmatic or Fallen of Albaz from your deck. Used to be sitting around like 20-ish, and it only went up a little bit. We have 41 listings, 2191, 2115, 2359, 2365, and 2370. So it didn't get a crazy buyout like Dogmatic of Punishment, like Ecclesia did. So I think in the future this will probably go up just because it's able to add you a Dogmatica monster and people are gonna realize it. So it could be a good pickup right now. Its lowest it was at was like $14, so it went up to, but that was like when, January of last year? Early January. August, $16. So like a year ago it was $16. It only went up by like $5-6. So yeah, I think it's still a good pickup. Once that Dogmatica support comes out, I think that's gonna go up even higher in price, just because it searches. Contact C was being looked at by players as a tech side deck card for the format. I don't think it's that good. It says when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand to the opponent's field in defense position. This card's controller cannot fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon unless they use this card as material. So I guess if you're playing against Yummy, and if you're not playing like something generic, this could lock out your opponent from, like, you know, linking or synchro summoning. If you're playing against K9, it does prevent them from like Exceed summoning, and Draco Tails could probably use this somehow to fuse like with something. I don't think it'll be that hard to get it removed from the field. but these were sitting under $1. Now they're going up to like 255, 274, trying to make its way up to the $3 price point. How do you guys feel about Contact C? Do you guys see yourself using it for this upcoming format? We got announced Tri-Brigade support, but these fractals have already repopulated and kind of came back to its price point that it was at. We have these at $3.35. We have these at $5. I think these are good pickups still, just because we do have more support announced for them, and they once we get closer to the release of the support, the hype will come back up and more people will go after the fractals. It's also one of those cards that could be used in Lunalights, so it has two reasons why it's a good pickup or could go up. Varudras got announced for a reprint and it started to go down in price. 93 listings. We have this at $8, $8.19, $8.20, $8.49, under $10. It's just gonna keep coming down in price. I sold mine a while back because I was thinking about picking up the Core Sentry Seeker Rare, but now that we're getting Core Sentry Seeker Rare cards reprinted as Starlight, I'm expecting that to probably be a Starlight in the set. Silhouette Rabbit also got announced for a reprint. 130 listings for this card. We have it at $6, $6, $6.10, $6.17. I sold this and upgraded to Ultimate Rare about a month ago. So I'm pretty safe with that Ultimate Rare. There's no way the Ultimate Rare is gonna drop down less than like $10. Where's the Ultimate Rare? Ultimate Rare is at $8. It's not a bad pickup. Ultimate Rare is a different rarity. I just feel like it's gonna do good in the future. Clockwork Knight, we're gonna take a look at this again. It's at 12 listings. I think that's even lower than what it was last time we took a look at it. We have $18, $19.70, $19.74, $19.80, $25.99, and then $30. I believe what deck Cyber Dragons used this. You could basically clear out a board of monsters or using one Cyber Dragon and Clockwork Knight. So you activate Clockwork Knight and then special summon the Cyber Dragon, and then just use your opponent's board as material to go into Chimera Tech. It's a little fun way to abuse this card, but also it could kind of lock out your opponent a bit because it turns your opponent's monsters into machines. I think that's important for some decks. They need to have like a specific type to be able to play. Memento Combined Creation. I can never pronounce this word. Tekutlika? Memento Tekutlika? Combined Creation. Looks like it has been coming down in price. Had a high price point of like 25-ish. Now we have 71 listings on the market. We have $13.66, $14.97, $15, $15.24, and then $14. I'm hoping this card gets like a reprint as a Seeker Rare just so it could come down in price. It does have a Collector Rare and a Core Sentry Seeker Rare, but I wouldn't mind just a regular Seeker Rare in the 10s. I need some of the Memento cards to get reprints so we can get them in like higher rarity. Like the Horse needs it. Gothic needs it. Clockwork Knight, the Core Sentry Seeker Rare. Looks like it is coming down in price. We have 35 listings. This one used to be sitting around like 42 back in July. But now we have it sitting at $30, $30, $31.87, $31, $34.61. So yeah, it's been dropping down in price. The reason I want to take a look at it is because it's the one that adds you the Clockwork Knight spell card. So I wanted to see if maybe this one was going up, but it looks like it's trending down instead of up. King of the Swamp got a reprint as a collector rare, but I wanted to take a look at this Prismatic Seeker Rare because before the collector rare, this was technically the higher rarity for the card, and I think it's using the Draco Tail. That's why it was going up. We have 19 listings. We have listings at $8.90, $9.77, $9.99, $11.50, $11.99. $12.36, $12.38, and then $12.50. I talked about this early on when it was around like I think $3 to $4. Yeah, around this time. Then it went up, hit like a $12 price point, $13 price point. I already got rid of mine, but it looks like it's been stable around like $10 right now. We'll see if it maybe starts dropping down a little bit more, just because the collector rare is technically the highest rarity available for King of the Swamp now. Maybe some people will prefer the secret rare. Which one do you guys prefer, the collector rare or this prismatic secret rare from Speed Duel set? Shadow Skamata, the ultra rare, looks like it is going lower on listings. It's from Battles of Legend Heroes Revenge. This is the highest rarity Skamata. The other ones are common. And it looks like we have this sitting at $5, $6, $7, going up to the $8 price point. Definitely something you want to go dig through your bulk for and see if you guys find. Looks like it was sitting, I'm not sure if this graph is correct, but it says it's been like $1 throughout its like lifetime, or under $1, and it's just going up to like $6-7 now. But all the other versions are common if you just want access to their card. Ultra is the highest rarity. Guiding Quem, I still think is a good pickup. I mentioned this card before, and I'm probably going to keep mentioning it just because a lot of the branded stuff tends to go up in price. So I'm expecting this one to do the same. We have 55 listings for it. We have it sitting at $11.64, $11.65, $11.69. So $12 for a Guiding Quem, $11 to $12. And since we are getting more branded support in the future, I could see Guiding Quem basically doubling in price the closer we get to the branded support. Lightning Storm is another tech card you could probably use, another board breaker you could probably use in your side deck as a tech. We have Ignition Assault Secret sitting at market price $6. We have Prismatic Secrets at $4. Ultra Rares at $4. Ultra Rares from Magnificent Mavens look like they're at $2.83. And then the Super Rares above market price, $3. How do you guys feel about Lightning Storm? And you guys, is it a card you guys might want to tech for this upcoming format? Diviner of the Herald, I think is pretty cheap. It's an ultimate rare from OTS Tournament Pack 25. Hasn't seen play recently, but I feel like that could change up later on. It's one of those cards that could be splashed into like ritual builds to dump Herald, and then Herald gets you your ritual spell card, I think, or ritual monster card, something like that. But yeah, it's one of those cards that has some versatility in different decks. Last deck I saw use it was I think it was Voiceless Voice. 45 listings, and we have this at $12, $12.89, $13.23, $13.73, and then $14.99. How do you guys feel about Diviner of Herald, and you guys think it's a good pickup? Sky Striker Ace Kagari, I feel like all of its copies have been going up. Looks like we have super rares that are still at 50 cents. We have ultra rares from Magnificent Mavens at $1. Then we have these premium gold rares sitting at $2. We have only 18 listings for this ultra rare from Dual Overlord. I think this is the alternative artwork one. It only has this printing as alternative artwork. Is that correct? No, not Silver Rabbit. Kagari. Yeah, it looks like, oh no, it does have an alternative artwork premium gold rare printing. These look like they have a market price of $3.59. Aside from that, the ultra rare is at 18 listings, and these are at $3.50. We do have $5 version from that came from the 2019 tins, Prismatic Secret Rares. And does this not have a Core Century Secret Rare or Starlight? Kagari Platinum does not have a Platinum. Quarter Century, it does not have a Quarter Century. I thought Kagari, that is crazy. I thought Kagari would have like a Quarter Century or something like that, or a Starlight. Maybe they'll throw it in like the 10s or something. But it does have an ultimate rare. Ultimate rare looks like it's at 29 listings. We have 138, 155, 45, and then we quickly go up to like the $194, $200 price point. Basically, is the seller online for this one? Seller is online for that one, and seller is online for this one. Yeah, so these two are the cheapest ones on the market. Seller isn't rated, so kind of risky. But I mean, some sellers might want to some sellers that aren't verified with the little top seller icon, gold star seller icon. Sometimes they're good, but 96.2, 92.9. I wouldn't say risk it, but if you want to, these are available. After that, they just go up to 190. How do you guys feel about Ultimate Rare Kagari? Shadow Dragon, the Core Century Secret Rare, looks like it is going up too and low on listings. Let's actually take a look at see other versions of Shadow Dragon, just so we could compare. Core Century looks like at 7 listings, $10. Super Rares looks like they're at 48 listings, above $1, and it is $1.32 above market price. 29 listings for the rare. Platinum Secret under $1. Commons under $1, and then these rares under $1. So it looks like the one to pay attention to is the Core Century Secret Rare. We have basically $15 and $14.99, and then we quickly go up to $20. It says if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you could target one spell trap on the field, destroy it. So it's good for like getting back row removal. Star Rizio, the one I wanted to take a look at is the Core Century Secret Rare, because it is a cheap Core Century and could possibly go up in the future. We have this at 65 listing. I was willing to pay $5 for like the Secret Rares, the regular Secret Rares. So paying $10 for this this Core Century Secret Rare is a no-brainer. I feel like some of the Rizio stuff might get reprinted, except for Star Rizio since it's pretty new from Alliance Insight. So you have basically like a full year to wait for this to go up in price. $10, $11, $11.32, $11.67, $11.77, $12.49. And since I think we might have like some hits coming to Rizio again, we're gonna want to maximize on Star Rizio. So some decks don't even play one copy. Some decks do play the one copy, and I feel like if it does get hit, you're gonna be forced to play the extra copy of Star Rizio. So you have no choice but to pick it up. So I'm picking a Core Century up. Let's see how it does in the future. Are we hitting or are we missing? I wanted to throw in a dinosaur just because dinosaurs are my favorite deck. I wanted to throw it in on the market watch, see how it's doing. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I picked these up for like $5. I picked like one playset up for $5 each, so $15 for the playset. And it looks like now they're worth $18.47, $19.10, $19.10, $19.13, $19.14, and then $19.14. So trying to make its way up to the $20. Once we get mist back, dinos are taking over. These are going to just shoot up in price, and I feel like dinos are going to become meta. Cashero Rice Heart looks like it is 61 listings, $7, $8.48, $7.99, $9. I want to take a look at this just because we're close to ban list. Close to getting a new balance at the end of the month. How do you guys feel about Cashero Rice Heart coming back into the format? It'll definitely shake things up, just because this is like a super powerful card. It says once per turn you can also exceed summon Cashero Rice Heart by using one Cashero monster you control. If an effect of Cashero Shangri-La was successfully activated this turn, transfer its materials to this card. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. It just shuts down decks. Once per chain, each time a card is banished, attach one banished card to this card's material. Once per turn, quick effect, you attach rain materials from this card, then target one card in the field, banish it face down. Super powerful card, like I said. It's just, I don't see it coming back, but if it does, we're definitely going to shake up the format. DDD Wave High King Caesar, I think is a good pickup. You could get this as a super rare from the OTS packs, or a Quarter Century Secret Rare is like the highest rarity available for this card. Yeah, there we go. King Super Rare, and then Super Rare right here as well. Since this is the next budget friendly affordable, high rarity. It has potential to go up to like $5. And if Fiendspin doesn't get hit, decks are gonna be still gonna be able to go into this. So I could see it seeing some play and going up because of that. If it does get hit, then probably not. But it's only a $2 investment, so you're not really losing too much. This Jaden Yuki token I saw was low on listings, so I just thought I'd mention it on here. 3 listings, and it's worth $8 for a heavily played, $12.80, and then $12 right here. We have sales for this at $7.94, $7.94. Someone bought 17 of them at $8.39. So they are selling for that $8 price point. Go check if you guys have these. I just thought it would be fun to mention the token on this market watch. And let's see, what do we have? We have Spellbound. The one I want to take a look at is the Secret Rare because it looks like it's getting low on listings. $2. How do you guys feel about Spellbound? This is one from Darkwing Blast. All face of monster your opponent currently controls cannot be tributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon until the end of this turn. Might be a good tech against Yummy, because if Yummy, the blue one, no. Actually, yeah, it would stop Yummy a little bit, because the blink, Yummy can't perform its synchro summon with the ones on the field that it needs. We do have easy access versions that came from the 25th anniversary 10, so you don't have to worry about this one. These are still pretty cheap, but yeah, I just thought it was concerning that it was at 33 listings. We have Loptar Shadow of Generator Bosses. This is one I'm just throwing in because I love generators, however you want to pronounce them. 27 listings. We have this at $6.95, $6.48, $8, $9, $9.55. I'm not sure how many generator players there are out there, but we just got a new rank 9, the K9 rank 9, which we could easily make with generators. So I just thought I'd come on here and take a look at Loptar since it hasn't got a reprint, only has one printing. I'm gonna be picking mine up. I sold the deck a while back, but I'm gonna be picking it up just because I think it's fun to throw in that new K9 monster, and probably hand loop my opponent. I'll think of some fun stuff to do with it. Dark Arm Dragon of Annihilation, I believe it's getting reprinted as a Starlight. Could be possible that this card gets a reprint as a ultra rare or prismatic secret rare in the 10th, but I just wanted to come take a look at the prices. Looks like we have secret rares from Battles of Legend around $545 market price, some more Battles of Legend $655, and then the ultra rare from Shonen Jump is at $1027. Artifact Dagda at 38 listings, something to keep your eye out on. It looks like the graph does show that it has been increasing in price. We had it sitting at $1, and right now we have it pushing up to $5, $5.45, $5.96. What are we doing with Dagda? Let me know down below. Why is it going up in price? I was using this to go into and be able to set Lancia to go against Malice, and then pop the Lancia with I was using Bow. What deck is using this at the moment, or why are we using this? Why is it going up in price? Comment down below. Vanity's Fiend is being picked up for the stun deck. I think Morganite Morganite uses Vanity's Fiend. I think Christia and Vanity's Emptiness, I think it's called as well, or Vanity's something. The other one, the one with the white cape. Looks like we have ultra rares from Battles of Legend, Light's Revenge at 36 listings, market price $2. Rares at $2 from Cyber Dark Impact. Commons are at 11 listings from Astral Pack, $1. Ultra rares from Dual Devastators are $1. Commons from Battles of Legend Chapter 1 are at 25 listings. These are going up to $1 as well. And then 34 listings for the Structure Deck, Lair of Darkness. So, kind of getting low on listings. We have people that play stun and don't want to play meta, so this might be their alternative. So we'll see how Vanity's Fiend does. Goblin Biker Grand Entrance got announced for reprint. It's now coming down in price, $268, $299, $3. I might get rid of it just because this card is going to be under $1 probably when the reprint comes out. I would sell. Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is also getting reprinted in the tins. Not sure why. It already had reprints in the 2022 tins, but I guess they decided to throw it in again. Maybe we're getting some. Oh, actually, no, we are getting Hero Dark Destiny Hero support, or is it Mass Hero support in the future? So maybe that's why they're reprinting to have easy access to it. $4, $5.70. These used to be sitting around 6 to 7, so I guess that's good. They cut down the price on it. Cross Sheep, I hear, is a good extra deck link card to run in Yummy, just to be able to link away like Contact C or something like that. We have rares from Justice Hunters. We have Prismatic Secret rares from the 2021 10 sitting at $2. This might be a good pickup just because they are the highest rarity. We have rares from Ignition Assault at $2. Then we have $3 versions from Battles of Legend Armageddon. Let's take a look at these. Why are these more higher than the Prismatic Secrets? Looks like they're at $2, $2, and then we go up to $2.50, $2.65. Let me take a look at the secret rares now. These look like they're at $2, $2, $2. So these are $2. The other ones are trying to make its way up to $3, but I would pick these up just because they're a higher rarity. And it's a generic link. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage, I'm taking a look at because I have like a stack of these that I picked up for like, I think it was like 20 cents, 30 cents a piece. We have 134 listings, and looks like it took a dip down. Is this card getting reprinted in tins too? 194, 195, 199, $2, $2. I picked this up because I saw hero decks go into it, and they add I think it's called Favorite Contact, the trap card that they added with this. I just thought it was gonna go up like to maybe like the $5 price point. It hasn't yet, but maybe once we get like hero support in the future, it'll probably go up. This Platinum Secret Rare version of DD Crow caught my attention just because of the graph and how low it is on listings. We had it sitting at $4, but now we have $7.81, $9.69, $9.59, basically like a $10 card. How do you guys feel about this Platinum Secret Rare DD Pro? I know the Core Sentry was going up. I know it has a Starlight as well, but the Platinum Secret was one of those budget-friendly rarities that I didn't expect to hit this price point. It used to be sitting around like $4, but now $7, climbing up to $10. Super Quantum Meg Beast Grand Pulse, I wanted to take a look at because we have been taking a look at Super Quantum cards, specifically the monsters. The effect monsters, like the white layer, blue layer, green layer, red layer, but we haven't been taking a look at like the X seats. Looks like these are at 16 listings. We have $22, $26.99, $27.95, $27.95, $27.97, heading up to the $30 price point, and I recall these being around like the $15 price point, and I guess they just shot up. I'm not sure if this graph is correct. We have sales at 1949. Yeah, it shows sales at 19, so they are selling for $19-ish. I have a play set of German ones. I'm not sure if they're German. I think they're German. I forgot the language they are. So I might put these up and maybe sell them for like $17 a piece. I think that's fair, right? How do you guys feel about that? Performance Pal 5 Rainbow Magician from Battles of Legend looks like it is starting to go up in price. We had this sitting around like $1, but now we only have 26 listings, and we have a couple listings at $1.29, $1.95, under $2. Then we go up to $3.50, $3.95, $3.95 at the bottom of the first page. It says you cannot pendulum summon except from the extra deck. This effect cannot be negated. Each player applies one of these effects based on the number of set cards in their spell and trap zones. 0, all monsters they control cannot attack or activate their effects. 4 or more, the attack of all monsters they control become double their original attack. Monster effect, if either player sets a spell or trap on your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. So yeah, I'm not sure what deck this is being played in, but yeah, it just caught my attention that it's going up in price. Maybe there's like a way to abuse this or use this as a floodgate. It says all monsters they control cannot attack or activate their effects. So if they could, each player applies one of these based on the number of set cards in their spell trap zone. So if you have this in your spell and trap zone, and your opponent doesn't set a card, then they're not able to attack or activate their effects, the monster effects. Okay, so not bad. Nice little floodgate right there. How do you guys feel about for Forum PAL 5 Rainbow Magician? I think it only has one printing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, one printing. So go take a look at the bulk and see if you have any of those. Assault Synchro, I think, is a good pickup. Only has one printing, and it's a nice little extender. It says during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. You take 700 damage. Also, while it is face up in your monster, you cannot special summon from an extra deck except Synchro monsters. The other part doesn't really matter, but I just think it's a nice little extender in case you want to Synchro summon and find a deck to play this in. I used to use it with generators because I would summon a generator monster, search this out with something like a tuning, and then tuning will get me into assaults. No, this will get me into like a level 9 synchro monster. I used to go into what is it? What's a synchro monster? It was a psychic and Punisher. I think it was psychic and Punisher. But now that we have the other big psychic monster, the one that blows up the monsters or your back row. Jorgamander. I forgot what his name is. You guys know which one it is, right? The level 11 synchro monster, the new one. Can't think of it right now, but comment down below if you guys know which one I'm talking about. Now that we have that, I'm gonna start playing this again and ending on that level 11 synchro monster instead of psychic and Punisher in my generator build. And last card on today's market watch and be Firewall Dragon Singularity. This is a Starlight rare, so I don't think it's getting reprinted anytime soon as a Starlight. It says 3 effect monsters. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Link 6 monster. It says quick effect, you target cards on your opponent. Target cards your opponent controls are in their graveyard up to the number of different card types: Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed. You control in your graveyard, return them to the hand. Also, this card gains 500 attack for each return card. If a monster this card points to destroy by battle or send to the graveyard, you could target one Cyberus monster in graveyard, special summon it. So I think it's one of those cards that could see some play later on in the future. Maybe like a deck that could link climb could go into this. You do need to have like a Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, and a Ritual in there to kind of like maximize the amount of bounce backs it could do. But it's just a big generic Link 6. How do you guys feel about Firewall Dragon Singularity? I'm picking up a copy. I used to make this in my Infernity build. It was just a build I did for fun, but I was able to go into this pretty consistently because I used to be able to spam out monsters. 28 listings, and it's $21.05, $22.36, $23.95, $23. I think that's cheap for this card. It used to be sitting around like $35, but it has been dropping down. But it could possibly see some play later on in some format. This is just like speculation. It's going to be a long-term hold until something comes out. That's going to be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return a Chance. This is Ricky572. We'll see you guys next time.